Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and more Blood and Plunder as we finish up the upgrade characters with a look at the ship's pilot. And it's interesting to contrast this one with like the sailing master, etc., that we would get with the fighting men. The ship's pilot, a little different, but still some really cool abilities here. And because they're in different categories, I think theoretically you would be able to take a fighting man and a advisor slash hostage. Correct us if we're wrong on that. But local pilots aid ships in navigating unknown waters. When raiding into unfamiliar seas, a good pilot can mean the difference between success and wrecking your vessel. Formatting error there, or it looks like they forgot to space that. But no worries. Just a fun little thing just noticed there. 4 points for this guy. Also available to any nationality. Although typically the natives wouldn't really need that. No weapons, basically confers sailors on the unit he joins. So basically you can pass advanced maneuvers and sail settings on a 5-up. Pretty cool stuff there. So it's again nice because the commander's unit doesn't necessarily have to already be a sailor's unit. We're going to add that to this unit. So it just gives us a whole nother sailor unit depending on our force composition and stuff like that, right? As a backup to maybe other sort of just purely dedicated sailor units. But anyway, the other part that we're getting here for this 4-point investment is the extra abilities thing here. And for him, it's if this model is attached to a unit on a ship that must test to run aground, roll an extra d10 for the test and keep the best results, right? So basically, roll 2d10 and pick your best result. So that's always nice. That's going to provide value over time. Although ideally, we hopefully shouldn't be finding ourselves running aground too often, right? So usually something has gone wrong to have caused that. Now this can be done in addition to any other ability that already allows a ship to do this. For example, if a ship with shallow draft and a ship's pilot rolls to run aground, you actually get to roll 3d10 for the test and keep the best result. And that's pretty cool. So a ship like a bark and stuff like that, and there's others that have shallow draft, super useful ability. So you can actually play a little bit more aggressively depending on, I guess, how the board is set up and what is considered shallow and so on. And, if you're clever enough, you might be able to maneuver in a way to where you've maybe forced the opponent to just be in a bad spot maneuver-wise. Yes, maybe you ran aground, but you're going to have a really good chance of getting unstuck, and maybe they also somehow got stuck, but they're going to have a tougher time of doing that. And so just again, depending on the board setup, that could be some fun sort of one-off situations. But you're going to get out of trouble more often than not. So yeah, if you're running this on a shallow draft ship, 3d10, keeping the best result, you should probably almost every time get unstuck there. But worst case, hey, we have fortune and other stuff, right, to have another go at it. So all in all, pretty cool little 4-point investment. Let us know, guys, if you have fielded the ship's pilot, what ship, what size game, first of all, what type of ships do you typically put them on, and how has that gone for you? Has he essentially paid for himself, or did you come up against an opponent who had him, and were they able to sort of like outplay you as part of the ship pilot being on board? Let us know in the comments. Like and subscribe, guys, and we'll have more Blood and Plunder for you soon as we start working on some other series for the game. Thanks so much for watching.